I'm your neighborhood reporter Ezekiel Ramirez in Robertson County. For nearly a century, Shiloh Baptist Church has put on an annual event to gather the community, forge new memories, and honor the past. I talked with some local residents who shared their personal reasons behind helping keep this tradition alive.
So the stew is about bringing together the community and the church. It's a wonderful church. It's got a great history.
Shiloh Baptist Church is hosting its 91st annual community stew.
It's very important. Its tradition, its history, its foundation was to serve the community by feeding them and bringing glory to God, leading others to Christ.
The annual event strengthens community ties and commemorates the church's rich history.
It began in 1933, which was in the Depression, and it was to give people a good meal. And it's just all about serving the Lord and glorifying His name.
Kenneth Neely has been coming to the annual community stew since he was 4 years old. He tells me his main reasons for participating in this tradition are his grandparents.
My grandparents went here, their grandparents went here. They lived right down the road on this dirt road, and I would come up on the weekends and they would make sure that I went to church with them. And so one of the weekends we were up here, I was probably 4, they had this big stew on a Saturday.
Neely and his friend Gary Blazik took over cooking the stew more than 15 years ago. They tell me talking about the history of this tradition brings back old memories.
I can remember as a little child just trying to stir it and being not strong enough to get to the bottom of the pot.
And about our 3rd year, I told Gary, I said, uh-oh. And he said, what? And I said, I just realized something. I said, what's that? I said, we're the old men now.
Neely hopes to ensure the annual stew remains a cherished community event.
Do you hope to keep the stew going as long as possible?
I'll keep this stew going as long as I'm alive.
Neely tells me he hopes his tradition stays alive for the future generations to enjoy and invites all neighbors to the annual stew dinner this weekend at the Shiloh Baptist Church. In your neighborhood of Robertson County, I'm Ezekiel Ramirez.